Excuse me, sir, is your refrigerator running? I said, I'm looking for my friend Seymour, last name Butts. Can I get an egg roll? Okay, this thing isn't working, which is a damn shame. I've had this deluxe Talkboy for like 25 years, and what it lets you do is record your voice onto a cassette tape and then play it back in slow motion so you sound like an adult. Now sure, there are about 1 million apps you can get on your phone that can do this for free in like 5 seconds, like GarageBand. Can I get an egg roll? Can I get an egg roll? And sure, the fact that I've had this thing for like 25 years kind of gives away the fact that I'm already an adult. And sure, I really don't want to record over this cassette of a Bon Iver album, which I bought because even though I like the album, I just want to seem like someone who listens to cassettes. Even though cassettes sound like trash, and I'd rather just use this thing to spook my brother, who's also an adult.
Hi kids, we're home early.
Anyway, I guess if I want to relive my childhood pipe dreams, as usual, I'm going to have to head to Midtown Manhattan, specifically 768 Fifth Avenue, home to the Plaza Hotel, New York's most exciting hotel experience. That's a line from the 1992 film Home Alone 2: Lost in New York, which features the Talkboy prominently. As laid out in this Vanity Fair article from last year, the movie's writer John Hughes and a bunch of movie and toy executives actually got this thing made up within a couple of weeks of the film's production. A pivotal scene in the film finds young Kevin McCallister, separated from his family at the airport and now in New York City instead of Florida, using the Talkboy to check into the Plaza Hotel using his dad's credit card. From there, it's off to the races. The kid asks for a room with one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key, gets a limousine with a cheese pizza, and orders a giant ice cream sundae from the room service guy. And even though this is all clearly just some kid's fever dream of what Christmas by yourself in New York City could be, if you're staying at the Plaza Hotel, you can actually kind of relive this. For real.
The package celebrates really one of the most iconic holiday movie moments, that we capture here at the Plaza.
That's the managing director of the Plaza Hotel, and he's talking about a special offer known as Home Alone 2 Fun in New York. It's an add-on package for hotel guests that lets you recreate much of what Kevin does in this movie. It includes a 4-hour limousine ride around town that goes to locations from the film, like Central Park, the Empire State Building, Radio City Music Hall. And in the limo, of course, you're treated to your very own large cheese pizza. And upon return to your hotel room, you get a 16-scoop ice cream sundae, covered in whipped cream, cherries, M&Ms, brownie bits, chocolate, caramel, and raspberry sauce. Now, of course, there are some caveats here. For one, the color of your limo may vary, which is outrageous. And this limousine trip is not a guided tour, it's just a ride. Going from the Plaza to Rockefeller Center to Radio City Music Hall to Carnegie Hall to Central Park isn't much of a ride either. It's pretty much just a 10-block circle. But hey, throw in that trip to the Empire State Building and you'll get to experience some prime Midtown traffic. You've also got to book this thing at least 3 days before checking in. So if you're hoping to just swing by last minute with your dad's Visa card, forget it. Oh, and one more thing. This package costs about $1,800. Yeah, just for some ice cream and some pizza and, I don't know, circling the Apple Store a few times. And this also doesn't include the room rates, which also, by the way, if you want to stay in the room where they filmed some of this movie, that costs about 50 grand a night. But hey, if you've got the cash, or your dad's credit card, or you're just a diplomat with a soft spot for Macaulay Culkin, the Plaza's got you covered.
There is something so magical about the Plaza, especially during the holidays, because on the end we are, the traditional castle on Central Park, and we go all out with our decoration, with lovely entertainment.
And hey, while you've got that limousine, you could always swing by Mr. Trump Tower, which is about a block away. Mr. Trump, of course, had a prominent cameo in Home Alone 2 before being impeached twice and becoming the first former president in American history to face criminal charges. 4 days after the January 6th attack on our nation's capital, which the House of Representatives Select Committee on the Insurrection concluded in its 814-page final report was the central cause of one man, Donald Trump, someone called Ray tweeted, "Petition to digitally replace Trump in Home Alone 2 with 40-year-old Macaulay Culkin," to which Macaulay replied, "Sold."